Stars seriously traumatized by doing horror films. Filming graphic horror scenes that aim to scare the wits out of viewers can also be a horribly upsetting experience for the stars. The physically, mentally, and emotionally draining shoot can shake the star to her core, leaving her traumatized beyond filming, just like what the following actresses had sustained and survived. Number 5. JoBeth Williams, Poltergeist. The Steven Spielberg written and produced supernatural horror film Poltergeist in 1982 was a box office and critical success, earning 3 Oscar nominations. The plot focuses on a family whose home is invaded by malevolent ghosts that abduct their youngest daughter and their attempts to bring her back into the real world. It's been said that the horrors happening on screen were comparable with the strange things taking place off screen, and the film set became notorious for being cursed. And all because in one scene, in which lead actress JoBeth Williams is thrown into a muddy pool, the production used real human skeletons as floating props. This led to rumors that the dead were taking revenge upon the cast, then strange things happened. 2 young cast members, Heather O'Rourke and Dominique Dunn, died tragically. Williams herself said that she would return home every night after filming Poltergeist to find that something had tilted all the pictures in her home. "I began to think, is someone trying to send me a message that I shouldn't be doing this film?" Williams said, and she never did a horror movie again. Number 4. Tippi Hedren, The Birds. Veteran actress Tippi Hedren was a successful model before the great director Alfred Hitchcock discovered her, and inevitably made her a Hitchcock muse. She debuted in the 1963 horror thriller movie The Birds that obviously centers on a series of sudden, unexplained violent attacks of birds on the people of Bodega Bay, California. But the neophyte actress managed to hold her own, and Hedren was rewarded a Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year. But the actress revealed in her memoir that her experience shooting the film was less rewarding, all because of the trauma she sustained. She recounted stressful and haunting encounters with Hitchcock, especially the inhumane conditions she endured while filming the climactic scene in The Birds. Prior to filming the scene, she was assured that mechanical birds would be used, but to her horror, live gulls, ravens, and crows were hurled at her by the crew. When a bird pecked too close to her eye and she snapped, Hedren told Hitchcock, "I'm done." The director took it against Hedren, whose career was adversely affected. Number 3. Kyle Richards, Halloween, 1978. Behind the glamorous facade of Kyle Richards as one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is a child actress traumatized by John Carpenter's Halloween, a 1978 slasher horror film. Halloween launched the career of Jamie Lee Curtis and became one of the most successful independent horror films, grossing $70 million from a less than $500,000 budget. Richards played the role of Lindsay Wallace, a 9-year-old girl whom Curtis's character was babysitting as they were attacked by serial killer Michael Myers on Halloween night. Richards was too young to understand what was going on in the set while filming the movie. In fact, she was playing cards with Nick Castle, who played the serial killer, in between takes. But when she saw the finished movie for the first time, Richards was so terrified that she always thought someone was out to harm her, so she slept with her mom until she was 15. Recalling her experience, Richards says, "I think that's what sealed the deal for me to get out of horror films." Number 2. Shelley Duvall, The Shining. Master filmmaker Stanley Kubrick's film adaptation of Stephen King's novel The Shining in 1980 initially opened to mixed reviews, but now it's widely regarded as one of the greatest horror films ever made. However, to one of its stars, Shelley Duvall, the movie was a personal horror story that scarred her for life because of Kubrick. In order to give The Shining the psychological horror it needed, Kubrick antagonized his actors. Lead actor Jack Nicholson noted that he was a different director when it came to Duvall, who played his wife Wendy Torrance in the movie. The severe methods of Kubrick included his tyrannical behavior toward Duvall, whom he intentionally isolated, demeaned, and argued with a lot. In the famous baseball bat scene, Duvall had to do the scene 127 times and was crying between takes, and her hysteria was quite real by the time the director found his money shot. The stress eventually got to Duvall as she became ill for months and suffered from severe hair loss. After filming The Shining, Duvall almost considered leaving acting for good, but worked until 2002. Number 1. Isabelle Adjani, Possession. French actress and singer Isabelle Adjani is undoubtedly iconic. She is one of the most acclaimed French actresses of all time. She holds the distinction as the only actress or actor in history to win 5 César Awards, the French Oscar Awards. Her first win was courtesy of the 1981 psychological horror drama film Possession, which debuted in the Cannes Film Festival, where Adjani also won Best Actress. She played the role of an international spy's wife who begins exhibiting mysterious and disturbing behavior after asking him for a divorce. The role of Anna is an intense mix of emotional and physical trauma, and features several insane scenes where Adjani looks to be actually physically suffering. It's later revealed that she had been engaged in a bloody and murderous love affair with a huge, monstrous, and perverse tentacled creature. The terrifyingly manic Adjani portrayed the deeply disturbing role to the hilt that left her wondering if she could recover after filming. She later admitted that it took her years of therapy to recuperate and that she would never take another role that would push her to the brink of madness. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel for your daily fix of awesome infotainment.